All right, so enough about 2010, right? We're here for 2011 and 2012. So we're here today to talk to you about 2 years at your 2 parks with 5 major announcements. And with that said, I'm going to turn things over to Scott Gasprich, Vice President of Entertainment at Busch Gardens, and Larry Giles, Vice President of Engineering.
Good morning, I'm Scott, VP of Entertainment. Welcome to the Fest House, or Willkommen, as our cast would say. And now I get a perspective of what they have to do every day. This is a great audience. I'm happy to have you all here today, and I'm happy to share with you number 1, which is Christmas Town. We're really grateful for all of your participation in the audience last year, for everybody that came to Christmas Town. We really felt good about what we did last year, and even better about what we're going to do this year. Just a little recap of that last year: through multiple show experiences, through millions of lights, or a million lights I should say, culinary offerings, special menus, wonderful merchandise shops, special artisans and gifts and things for the whole family. We really created number 1 year, or for the first year, for Christmas Town. We knew when we created that we had to be thinking about the future, and we immediately started thinking about 2010. So, in 2010, in addition to all of those wonderful things that you had last year, we're actually going to be expanding, and we're going to connect Oktoberfest to Scotland and open up the rest of the park. So, with that, what do you do on that big chunk of real estate? What's the theme? What's the color palette? Well, I'm happy to say that we took our inspiration from the flame of a candle, which is very reminiscent of Italian culture and Christmas. It's a sense of hospitality, a sense of welcoming during that part of the season, and then we've pushed that a little forward into more lights as our base. Now, we had 1 million lights in the whole park last year. How many people were at Christmas Town? Yeah? Almost everyone? So imagine the 1 million lights that we had in the whole park. Now imagine 1 million lights just in Italy. Okay? Yes. Big expansion on the light front. Our color palette will be gold and white. There will be trees of lights just like you have with Tivoli lights over in Italy. So our inspiration taken from the home country in Europe, and that will be the color palette. We're also taking our cue from Renaissance Italy with gold gilded cherubs and angels and all those uplifting images that make us feel the true spirit of Christmas. So that's our base color palette. Now that you've got this color palette, you've got this feel that you're walking through, what are the attractions? What can I do in Italy? Well, we're going to have an anchor product in the Italy show in the pavilion. And in that theater, we're going to be partially enclosing that venue and putting in heat, so you'll all be comfortable while you enjoy the Italian show. Yeah, everyone likes their heat. And in that facility, we're taking a cue from the spirit of Christmas, the inspiration of the holidays, what friends and family mean to all of us during that time of year, the inspiration of looking forward to the next year and feeling uplifted, feeling inspired. And we're going to be doing a very inspirational show, mixing modern music with traditional music, live singers on stage, and then our ballet contemporary dance troupe of 14 dancers to actually tell the story and the inspiration and the true spirit of Christmas. So we're really excited about this new product. You can see some imagery up on the screen, just a suggestion. So Italy's going to be quite beautiful. In addition to that, Jeff Thomas's group, VP of Culinary, has whipped up some amazing dishes that fuse Italian cuisine with traditional tastes of Christmas. So wonderful experiences over there that can only be offered from culinary here at Busch Gardens. In addition to that, Franz Katenko, VP of Merchandise, has whipped up special Capodimonte pieces that are exclusive to Busch Gardens that will be offered in Italy as well, with other merchandise offerings of special ornaments and other trinkets of the season that are very reminiscent and elegant of Italy. So, with beautiful merchandising, wonderful tastes of the season, and beautiful show that's inspirational, uplifts our heart, makes us feel good, set among a million lights and the colors of the season of white and gold, we hope that you'll all leave Italy this year being inspired and feel that there can be a true sense of peace on earth at Christmas time with the expansion of Italy in 2010. That's Christmas. Okay, that brings me to number 2. I get to do 2, isn't that awesome?
Woo!
Yeah. So, number 2. If we go back to 1975, we know that we built up to Rheinfeld. In 1976, we added the Oktoberfest section. And back then, if you go back to the imagery from the archives, there's some wonderful images of things happening in the streets, a true spirit of Gemütlichkeit, or festive food and fun. So we want to keep that going, and that was then. And then in 2011, another image of a family walking across the Rheinfeld Bridge. And that was then, and then in 2011, we're going to have something that might look like this. Now, that's an artist rendering, an interpretation of the perspective that you're looking at is coming across from the Italy Bridge into this new area. And this is a true overlay or new theme for Oktoberfest area, which will encompass all of the area out there. Now, it's very fitting that I'm here to talk about Oktoberfest today because exactly in 1 hour in Munich, Germany, the official Oktoberfest in 2010 is kicked off by the tapping of the first keg, and that's actually happening today. This is the 200th anniversary in Munich. They started Oktoberfest in 1810. So 2010 is 200 years of Oktoberfest. So I'm really excited to be talking to you about this today. Just to take you a little bit through the rendering and a little bit of the experience. You know, we had to create a very a foundation of Oktoberfest with the look and the feel and the character of architecture and with the beautiful decor and the color palette. So we took our inspiration from Bavaria, from traditional design, just like it was done in 1975. And we're using a lot of the blue and white checked flags that you see, which is the flag of Bavaria. And that is a custom of the sky and the water, the blue and the white in the flag, that reminds them of the beauty of their country. So we'll be inspired by the blue and white checked color palette, as well as a lot of other ribbons and flagpoles and all of these wonderful things that'll be out in this village to create a true sense of community and excitement in this overlay, in this new theme for Oktoberfest. Now you have a beautiful area, and that's wonderful, but now you need some things to do. We're happy to announce that we'll be putting in multiple entertainment spaces throughout Oktoberfest that will celebrate dancing, singing, live musicians, and interaction with all of you on the pathways of Germany, just like we did in Rheinfeld in 1975. Really excited about the opportunity to bring this to life with our live entertainment folks. Now that we've got this place and this wonderful entertainment happening, well gosh, I'm hungry, what am I going to do? Well, we took our cue from the pretzel, and we actually are creating a pretzel market. The image you're looking at on the screen is a towered building as you come across from the Italy Bridge that will showcase pretzel making. The culinary folks will actually be rolling pretzels and making handmade pretzels, and you can see them through windows doing this craft. It's going to be very interesting, very tasty, and wonderful offerings, as well as sausages and other things being produced in this wonderful new pretzel market. And we, the creative team, actually call this Pretzel World. So there's a little inside information. When we talk about the pretzel market, we talk about Pretzel World. So, now that you've got a place to eat, well, where are you going to go and sit to take all that food? Well, we're going to put in a beer garden. A beer garden will be going in adjacent to the pretzel market for all of you to sit and enjoy. Lots of seating, lots of umbrellas for shade, a wonderful new area adjacent to one of the performance spaces, so it's a comfortable, wonderful space to enjoy all those culinary treats from Pretzel World. So in addition to that, you've got to have some other things to do. So there's additional games going into Oktoberfest, as well as some wonderful photo opportunities that you can get the whole family together and put your head up in some barrels of beer and be part of that whole Oktoberfest delivery system and really enjoy the new decor that will be out there. And then the centerpiece here right in Oktoberfest will be a maypole that will have the live dancers performing on a daily basis to round out the thematic overlay and the new re-theme of Oktoberfest. So we're really excited about Oktoberfest. I hope you will be too. And I should have clicked these through, but I talked to them all. So there, now you can read what I just said. Sorry about that. And now, Mr. Larry Giles with number 3.
I get number 3. Thank you, Scott. How do you follow up something like that, you know? By the way, I actually, Scott talked about pretzels, and Jeff from Culinary, he's our VP of Culinary. He's been experimenting down here. He goes into this dark area over here where he experiments, nobody's allowed in. And he walked up in my office about 3 weeks ago, and he brought a pretzel in, and he set it down. And he said, this was 6 weeks worth of work. I'll tell you, those pretzel was amazing. It is the best thing I've ever had. When we open Pretzel World, be sure you go there. So, what do I get to talk about? Let's see, they've talked about all kinds of things today. Why don't we talk about rides? Did I say rides? Is that 2 rides, 3 rides? What? More than one, right?